In Java, not everything should be accessible everywhere. If everything is public, your code becomes messy, insecure, and hard to maintain. The question is, how do we control who can access what? The answer is access modifiers. Yes, by using access modifiers, we can control who can access what type of data in Java. Hello aliens, my name is Prathamesh. In this video, we will learn about access modifiers in Java. So basically, there are four access modifiers in Java. First one is public, second private, third default, and last one is protected. So we will see how it works first conceptually, then we will go through code. So uh, first access modifier is public. It can be accessed in all the classes and packages irrespective of their position. Means we can access the variable method or whatever it may be when it is public. So we can access it everywhere without restrictions. So first one is public, and second one is default. Default can be accessed only within the classes of the same package. Means we cannot use the default variable outside its package. This is default variable. And third one is protected. In protected, we can access within the package and outside the package, but through the inheritance only. Means if the variable is protected, we can access it outside the package only using the inheritance. Otherwise, we can't use the protected variable outside the package. And last one is private. Private variable can be accessed only within the same class. We can't use directly outside the class. This is the private variable. Now we will go through the code. So see, this class is access modifiers class. So as we have seen, the member is accessible from any other class is known as a public access modifier. And second one is protected. The member is accessible within its own package and by the subclass. Means by using the inheritance, we can access it outside the package. Instead of definitions, we can see it one by one. So first, see public string public variable. This is a public variable in access modifiers class. So we can access it everywhere. For example, this is the package access modifiers, and in access modifiers package in main class we can use it directly by creating instance of access modifiers class. So see here in this line, we are directly printing public variable outside the class in same package, but we can access it outside the package also. We can see this child named package, it's another package, and inside child one is another one class. So see in this line we are accessing public variable here also directly. We can see it by running this. So see, accessing public variable, and the value is I am public. You can see it in this class. This is the public access modifier, public variable, and its value is I am public. We can access it in both the class, main class, which is inside the same package, and child one, which is outside the package. So see, we can also run main class in same package. Here also we are easily able to access public variable without any restrictions. So this is public variable. We can access it anywhere outside the package, inside the package, and everywhere. So now we will go with protected. This member is accessible within its own package and by subclass. The meaning is we can access the protected variable inside the same package without restriction, but outside the package with inheritance only. For example, this is the protected variable and the value is I am protected. So we can access it in same package in main class. This is the protected variable. We are printing directly with its instance, which is named as access. Without any restriction, we are able to print this. But outside the package, if we can't use inheritance, here we are using inheritance. If we can't use it, then we cannot use this protected variable here. See, if I will create the instance of access modifier class, then see, can we able to access it? No, we can't access it, but we can access it for the public variable, because public variable don't have any restrictions. We can access it anyway. So see, this is the error. This will throw an error. You can see by running this. So see, protected variable has this is the variable name, has protected access in access modifiers dot access modifiers. This is the class name of access modifier. So if we use the inheritance, means this instance is for child one class and which is extending access modifier class, then we are easily able to access the protected variable inside the child class. See, now error is gone. See, I am protected. So this is the protected one. Now we will move forward. Third one is default access modifier. Uh, for default access modifier, we don't have to write anything. See here, for public and protected, we have used the keywords like public and protected. But for default variable, we didn't have used any access modifier. String default variable without any keyword, we are declaring it. So this is default, and its value is I am default. So see how we can use it. Default variable, the member is accessible only within its own package. Means we cannot access it outside the package. If we try to access in outside the package, see, it will throw an error. This will cause a compile time error because the default access is not accessible outside the package, and this is the outside the package of access modifiers. Uh, yes, but we can access it in inside own package. We can see how we can do it. We will comment this and we will run our main class which is in same package. See, we are easily able to access the default variable with the value of I am default, but we can't access it outside the package like this. It will throw an error. This is default access modifier. Now the last one is private. The member is accessible only within its own class, means we cannot directly use the private variable outside the class, but we can access it using getter or setter, which is used in encapsulation. See, this is the private variable declared with private keyword, and for giving it outside the class, we are using getter method. See, if we try to use it outside the class directly, then this will give an error. See, we are printing it directly while with accessing with the instance of the class. This will cause an compile time error. We will see it through run. See, private variable, which is variable name, has private access in access modifiers class. That's why we can't access it directly, but we can access it via the getter method. See, to access a private variable, we can use a public method. Method name is get private variable. We can see it inside the access modifiers class. This is the method which is returning the private variable, and the data type is string. So we can print it. Now we should get it executed successfully. See, this is private variable via method. We can't access it directly outside the class, but via method we can access it. I am private. We can see how it will run outside the package. See here we are printing the private variable with method here also. It should not give any error. Accessing private variable via method. I am private. But if you try to access the variable directly like this, then it will cause an compile time error. Why? Because we are directly accessing the private variable without using any getter method. We always have to use getter method to access the private variable outside the class. So this is the limitation of private variable. We should comment this and we should access it always with the getter method. Now it should not give any error. Say accessing private variable via method. Now we will loop the limitations of access modifiers through this chart. See, public access modifiers are accessible in same class, same package, and in subclass or in other packages also. Means everywhere we can use a public access modifier. And protected, we can't use protected access modifier outside the package. Else, we have to use the inheritance. Means using inheritance, we can use the protected access modifier outside the package also. Next one is default. Default access modifier, we can use it in same class and same package only. We can't access it outside the package with any method like inheritance. We can't use inheritance for default access modifier. And last one is private access modifier. The limitation of private access modifier is within only same class. We can't access it directly outside the same class. Thank you for watching this video.